Hello everyone. In today's video I will discuss about Max Weber's power and structure, and basically we will try to understand how he categorized the authority and what is his views about the society and various the parts of the society, and we will also try to discuss the Max Weber's understanding of the means the political system of any society. So let's begin. Max Weber, like Marx, focused on the political aspect of the political power relation of the society. But unlike Marx, Weber wanted to change the society gradually. Karl Marx, who mainly focused on the revolution, who Karl Marx, who argued for the revolution of the working class or proletariat for bringing change in the capitalist society. But Max Weber, who did not argue about the revolution of the working class, rather he they advocated for the gradual change in the society. And according to Max Weber, the bureaucracy can be the best option as compared to other political system, because the bureaucracy which allows more dynamism and change, so it can bring a change in the society. Now come to the point of power and the authority, because this power and authority is very much linked with the political system, political power relations and all. Max Weber argued that then authority exists in various settings of the societies. Authority is not that only exists in the center of any political system or center of any particular state. It even exists in different setting. So this authority comes from the domination. According to Weber, the society always witnesses a kind of domination of one group over the other group follows, one group dominates. But he further explained this domination with the help of his concept legitimacy. According to Weber, the domination can be legitimate or illegitimate. So legitimate domination he considered as the authority, and illegitimate domination is not authority. It can just be considered as a power. Max Weber also believes that this authority structure is also linked with the social action. There is nature of social action, as we already discussed about his 4 types of action. So this authority structure is linked with the social action. Why? Because authority is a feature of the society, that is the various social institutions, various social setting have this authority structure. There is one group who dominates other with legitimacy, and other groups obeys it. So these are the practices that exist. So now we will discuss about his 4 types of authority, that is his authority structure. And from these 4 type of authority, we can understand how society is diverse, how society maintains diversity or dynamism. There is lots of variation in the society. Even we can also understand the evolution or transition of society from one stage to another stage. So let's discuss. So Max Weber mentioned about 3 types of authority: traditional authority, charismatic authority, and rational legal authority. So let's start with the first one, that is traditional authority. First of all, we will discuss about the traditional authority. So this traditional authority comes from the domination which legitimizes by a traditional belief system, traditional laws, norms and others, and this becomes a traditional authority. That is legitimized domination. A legitimization, who legitimized, which are the things or laws that legitimized the customary law, we can say, the traditional beliefs or norms that legitimized the domination, and it turned into a traditional authority. So in traditional authority, basically the the leaders who who exercises the authority over the subjects, over the people, citizens. The leader in the traditional society exercises the authority because of the people's belief over the particular norms, rules, regulation, laws, or customary laws. There is people's have belief over these rules, regulations, and laws, and accordingly they obeys or they are loyal to a particular leader called as the traditional leader. So these laws do not have any codified the forms and do not have any books or anything. These laws are basically belongs to the custom of the particular community, indigenous group, tribes, and others. We can give the example of the village council that existed in the tribal society since the time immemorial. So basically these tribal leaders who occupies a very important position in the society because of their customary laws. So the Weber here mention is that, so Weber here means try to explain that traditional authority exists in different institutions and in different the setting of any particular society. It can even exist in the modern society. So basically what we found is that traditional authority determines by the customary laws, traditional beliefs, traditions, rules, customs, and others. Then comes the charismatic authority. Charismatic authority also comes from another kind of domination. The domination is mainly legitimizes by the charisma of a person, of a particular individual, and it turned into a charismatic authority. Basically charismatic authority belongs to a particular person, a particular leader, and this particular person or leader may belongs to a community or clan or a tribe or a whole nation. There is a leader may represent the whole nation. For example, Mahatma Gandhi was a charismatic leader of the Indian nationality. So the Mahatma Gandhi has become an icon of the India. So his charisma, which mobilized large number of India's populations for its independence movement. So charismatic authority here means that it may exist in any institution, in any social institution or setting. There is a person with exceptional qualities may exercise a kind of authority, but here one thing is very important, that the followers, this person must have the followers, and followers have to conform the authority, followers have to obey the authority, otherwise the charismatic persons cannot be considered as the authoritative person, or we cannot consider that this person has charisma unless and until he has his followers who are loyal to him. So charismatic authority mainly based on the heroic leadership of particular person or individual, his or her own charisma, on the special qualities that his followers embrace and means the adopt or obey. So his authority, that is charismatic authority, depends on the followers' acceptance. Then third type of authority according to Max Weber is the rational legal authority. This is another kind of domination that legitimizes by the rationality, that is rational beliefs associated with the rules, regulation, and it turned into a rational authority. According to Max Weber, this rational legal authority is the most modern form of authority, and he gave the example of bureaucracy. And bureaucracy he also presented as ideal typical, the ideal typical system or structure that we will discuss in any other video. So a rational legal authority is the most modern form of authority. So how it exercises? Basically rational legal authority is based on the very legal and the systematic and the rational codification of laws. it has its proper procedure based on the rationality of the society. It is a very formal. Rational legal authority is very formal, and the formal rules regulations also are codified, and these rules regulations these regulations provided the reward and punishment. There is sanction associated with the violation of the rules regulations. What will happen if anyone who do not follow the traditional rational legal authority? So there is sanction associated with it. If anyone who do the irregularities in performing rational legal authority, what will be the sanction against him? So all these things are maintained properly, effectively. So that is why it is considered as the rational legal authority. So bureaucracy is the perfect example of rational legal authority. If we are talking about the sanction, then we shall also discuss about the sanction that exists in the traditional authority and the charismatic authority. Sanction also exists in the traditional authority and as well as in the charismatic authority, where traditional leaders in the traditional authority decides the sanction, that is punishment, what will be the punishment or what will be the reward. And in the charismatic authority, the charismatic leader decides what will be the sanction, that is whether the reward or punishment. But in the rational legal authority, the sanction determines by the codified rules, regulation, norms, laws and the procedure. So these are the three important authority according to Max Weber exist in the society. So we will discuss in the next video, that is we will continue our discussion. So please be connected with the channel, like the video, subscribe it, put your comment. Thank you very much.